What's going on, guys? 8 Streets back with another video. So this is actually going to be sort of a more, of a creative video. So yeah, I haven't really uploaded any videos in quite a while, mainly because I've been dealing with a cold, and trust me, it's like for the first time in my life, it's been on and off. It's unbelievable. But yeah, I'm back at it again, and so I have some updates that I'll be pretty much showing you, well, revealing to you guys soon. But just as a bit of a shameless plug, guys, if you haven't known, and also if you haven't subscribed to my main channel, 8 Streets, then please feel free to, because on January 3rd I actually have an album coming out. Now, if you like Christian music, then I would highly recommend for you to check it out. It'll be on Apple Music, Spotify, and a whole bunch of other online stores and streaming services and stuff like that. But it's quite a project that I've pretty much worked so hard on. So I would highly appreciate it if you guys subscribe to my main channel, and also look out for my album coming soon. And this album is actually, what has been holding back, what has been delaying the Avengers Tower tutorial for so long. And so, yeah, it's my top priority at this point. Now, enough of the other plugs. The reason why I'm actually starting off near my guardian temple, which I've pretty much converted into my own home. Nobody really lives there anymore, is mainly because I haven't really built anything over here in this taiga biome, or as people know it as right now, or Mojang pretty much proclaims that it is right now, the Badlands. And so they pretty much based it on, like, deserts and stuff like that, and, like, the Old West. And so since there's actually gonna be, like, an Old Western biome in this world, then I figured I might as well make an Old Western town. So yeah, there's gonna be saloons, there's gonna be places to hang out and stuff like that, Old Western themed houses and stuff like that. It'll be pretty insane. And so yeah, it'll also give me another opportunity to pretty much extend my pathway as well. So I don't know if you could see it, but oh yeah, you might be able to notice, but I pretty much got started. So this is actually going to be the city hall on top of this really giant hill, or I guess you could call it a mountain or a hill, whichever. So yeah, for roads, I'm not sticking with the stone bricks. I'm sticking with the beaten grass pathway. And the first thing that I actually started building, I would imagine, I mean, this is actually inspired by Red Dead Redemption 2. And yeah, this place is a prison. Of all places, the first thing I build here is a prison. Oh jeez. But yeah, you actually get to see the different cells and stuff like that. And yeah, the cool thing about this is that like with these pressure plates, you can actually go in, but notice that there's no other pressure plate over here, or even any other button on the inside. So people wouldn't actually be able to get out unless they have a button or a pressure plate or a lever, whichever. What a rhyme. Well, I could actually be doing time for that heck of a crime. I'll stop now. Now, I'm pretty sure that I didn't actually show you guys the process that I usually take to pretty much make all these grand places and stuff like that. But I'm actually gonna do that very, very soon for you guys, just to show you. Well, what I'm actually gonna do, beside the prison, is I'm actually going to build probably a saloon. And if you guys don't know what a saloon is, it's pretty much where people go to hang out, and there's a bar there and stuff like that. They take drinks and stuff like that. They enjoy themselves as much as they can, because in the Old West there was no TV, so there were just occasions where you would actually go out to saloons, read books, go to shows, and yeah. So starting off with the saloon, I'm actually going to put it, actually, yeah. What I'm gonna do is make sort of a front porch to the area. Alright, I kind of lost count. So for determining the width of the place that you're actually going to build, you need to count how many blocks you're actually going to put down, or how many okay, there's even creepy noises over here as well. But yeah. You'll have to count how much space you might actually need, or you might want to take up. This is pretty much going to be the width of the saloon. And so I always leave, well, one thing that I actually do just to keep a valid measurement is pretty much I leave 2 extra blocks on the side, just so that I could focus on the walls. So here we go. I pretty much put out 22 blocks just so that I could pretty much have a pretty good amount of space to build. And also, it'll make the place look a bit more, more open. And so, the reason why I put down... Oh, wait. Yeah, I'll keep it there just in case. But, let's continue. And just so that I wouldn't actually lose track of where I pretty much left off, and so that I wouldn't actually overplace, then I just pretty much go to each end and check where I pretty much ended. In this case, I've overplaced. So, actually, I'm gonna leave this area to be, well, the inside of the building. So, what I'm gonna do over here This is going to be the porch area. And now, since I've pretty much laid down the foundation, I'll actually focus on the supports later. You'll have to measure how high you actually want each room to be as well. So, yeah, this is for, well, these tips that I'm giving you are for pretty much any general build. So, I pretty much put down 10 blocks for the height, because what I'm gonna do is the 5th block will actually be where the 2nd floor will actually be. And the reason why there's gonna be a 2nd floor is because above the porch area there's gonna be a balcony. So yeah, for example, let me take this down just to mark where I'm going to put the 2nd floor. And there we go. And now, focusing even more on the supports. You'll see where I'm going at with this. I don't focus on the walls until I pretty much outline the area. That just makes it a bit easier for me. I call this the construction site method or technique, because what you're pretty much doing is making a construction site so that you could actually build your the places that you're trying to build. So one thing that I'm probably gonna do is turn this into a saloon and hotel. So 2nd floor, of course, is gonna have the balcony, but then people are also gonna be able to sleep there. By people, I actually mean me, because I'm the only one that actually uses this world. Yeah, it gets lonely. Alright, so the foundation and supports have pretty much been built for the 1st and 2nd floor. So now, just so that I wouldn't actually fall through anything once I actually start filling in the walls and stuff like that, or, well, I'm in creative mode, so like it wouldn't really be of much use. But anyway, I'm actually gonna start working on the floor. I do not like those creepy noises. Alright, so the 1st floor, well, the floor literally, is done. Time to focus on the walls. Now, to pretty much find out where to put a door, what I normally do, since there's not really much of an indicator of where the center is, or if there even is a center, then what I actually do is put down blocks on each side until I reach a very logical and measurable center. So yeah. So this 4. Oh, well, I can leave that there. This 4 again. 2, and there's a center. That's perfect. So that's why it's important to pretty much count how many blocks you're actually gonna, like, you know, end up using. It's actually quite handy. Now here's the front door. And so, yeah, this is actually quite simple. For your walls, you can actually, you know, get creative on where you want to place your windows, because it's all up to you. So, I'm actually gonna fill this in right now and punch a hole into where I want a window to be. So, actually, here we go. Put it here. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Now I'm going to continue to fill it in. Now, obviously, there are more advanced ways of building. Now, I'm actually showing you pretty much, you know, a simple way to build, well, something within, you know, an old Western themed town. So, yeah, it's coming along pretty well so far. Now, actually, let me show you what I mean by an advanced way of building, because I've actually done one thing that I've come up with before. I mean, people have come up with it before I did. What I do sometimes is pretty much I double layer the walls to particular buildings and houses. For example, you see, you know, a fully wooden mansion on the outside over here, but on the inside is actually a little bit more modernized. So here's a bit of an example. And as you saw before, completely wooden on the outside. Because what I did, like I said, double layering. That could completely transition into, well, whichever room you're actually planning. I did the same with this room. And the same was done in this room. So, yeah, you would actually have to put down a whole bunch of blocks and stuff like that, but it'll definitely change, you know, how your building actually is, and also, well, it'll transition into like, you know, different themed rooms that you might actually have planned. So, yeah, back to the, well, actually, since I'm here, I might as well head off to bed. I mean, I could just go to the settings and stuff like that, but you know, this, you know, it's all about the experience. And I'm now exiting this very advanced recording studio. And now let's get back to the old western town, so I can actually continue with the saloon. Now it's time to focus on the second floor. But first, actually, let me plan out where the hotel rooms are actually going to be. Now what I'm going to do over here is pretty much there's going to be a hallway that actually leads to the entrance of the room. Now the layout for this room is pretty much done, and now all that's left is to focus on the floor. Well, actually, the ceiling slash floor of the second floor. Well then, all the floors are pretty much done. But now, let's focus on the area that's going to lead to the balcony. Alright, so things are actually starting to look, well, pretty well. But I gotta focus on the stairs now, and that'll actually be quite simple. Alright, so pretty much the first floor is done. Now this might look a little bit creepy, but remember, I'm actually going to put some lights in here. So I'm thinking about putting the bar over here. Right behind this, well, not behind, but in front of this wall. But yeah, this is yep, a creepy sight. Very creepy sight. I might as well put some lanterns nearby. And the first floor is pretty much hollow, except for the lanterns. And now it's time to focus on the second floor. Now, as you might have actually seen, I've actually gone from a simple foundation to this so far. And you know, that all comes with a good amount of creativity and pretty much experience with building in Minecraft. Now for the bar, what I'm gonna do is pretty much get, okay, there we go. There we go. Absolutely perfect. So this is actually where the bar is going to be. Everybody's going to be hanging out over here, taking their drinks, eating if there's any food or anything. And you know, it'll also be a sort of a front desk for, you know, checking in. Now when it gets to the roof, then yeah, there, I'll show you where to go with that. Because sometimes if you actually have a place that doesn't really have a center and you know, just, well, has 2 blocks as the center, then you'll actually notice that the stairs actually go well with a 2 block center. And so yeah, although since this actually has a 1 block center, then instead of putting a set of stairs at the top, I would put a slab, or yeah, a row of slabs. I'll show you once I get there. Thank God that I'm gonna edit that out of the video.
Oh Lord.
Actually, I'm gonna embarrass you in front of so many people.
What?
I'm gonna embarrass you in front of so many people because this is going on YouTube.
Like what, man? What are you talking about?
Here's what I'm talking about. All right, guys. This might actually stay in the video because we actually have a bit of a nasty guest with us, and that's my very, very obnoxious father. Say hi to him. Come on. Why are you walking out? Thank you guys so much for watching. I highly appreciate it. And also thank you for keeping up with the channel as well. If you're brand new to the channel, feel free to like and subscribe. There's actually a lot of gameplay that I'm pretty sure will bless your life. Thank you guys so much. H Streets out and God bless.